Yo guys, quick little intro. I want to say that for this video I'm going to be showcasing two teams. One is including Madara and one is including Hibana. And you'll see the difference. The first team I did make a few little errors in terms of memorias and familiars, which I do correct in the second team. So I would like you guys to at least check out both teams. Ideally I want you guys to see the second team because the second team is the one that is better. So please don't really go skipping and missing the certain parts. So yeah, that's it for the intro. Let's just get into the actual video segments, and yeah, you guys can see the teams for both. Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and as you can see by the title, we are going to be showing you the best team. And in this video I'm going to show you a few teams. I'd say the best team for Yamamoto, but I'm going to be showcasing a few different setups so you guys have an idea of what to run, catering to if you're missing any units and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much saw a lot of comments on my initial Yamamoto video, and a lot of people were telling me what I was doing wrong, why was I using these units, blah blah blah. But yeah, I understand why. But pretty much I was in a rush, so I was legit about to leave my house, but I saw that they posted that, and you had to quickly just post it. So yeah, I quickly just posted the video, just showcasing the basic stuff, whether that be how to use his ability with the detonate and stuff, and also just showcasing you how each aspect of his mechanics work. I did miss out on the intense burn, but I didn't really have time for that. And as you can see, I do have Choi now just to showcase that a lot better. So pretty much ignore the Genos in this left corner because pretty much he is filling that slot for Yamamoto. Right now I don't have I haven't started my Odyssey grind, so I'm on rank 1 on my proficiency, so that's why he is filling that slot for here. So just imagine this here with him over here. So I'm gonna get into the team and why these units are even being used. So we got Might Guy for his burn, and being spawned by Pain, he can do a lot of burn stacks, and as you guys do know, to even get that intense burn going, we need 10 burn stacks. So Might Guy should help a lot with that, and of course we're going to be using the burn spell on Irons to get that extra burn spell stacks as well. And yeah, for him, I am running this burn right here. Let me showcase it to you. It just gives him high damage and high crit damage. That's all he really needs because, as you guys do know, he gets guaranteed crits when he's spawned in my ninjutsu. So let's say Pain spawns him in 5 times, it becomes permanent for this copy, so that's ideal. And yeah, so Pain, of course, he's spawning, you guys understand what he does. Then Choi, as you guys do know, he is basically the intense burn amplifier. I would say amplifier, but he's just a nuke for intense burn. So the initial intense burn that Yamamoto does do, we can pretty much just keep placing Pain, what's the name, Choi, and then selling or replacing, and of course make the ticks go faster and get a lot of extra damage because he basically refreshes the duration, so he keeps the intense burn up as long as he hits. Of course, if your timing is bad, you basically lose the intense burn nuke and it just does it booms off. But if you keep it for a good amount of time, you can get a lot of damage, especially across all 4 copies. And if you're using Irons, you can get a 5th one from the ghost, but they kind of changed how Irons' ghost work. Right now, Irons' ghost, I mean, they changed it like a while ago, but it was not too long ago actually. But yeah, they changed how Irons' ghost work. Pretty much Irons' ghost only it's just a unit that's just there. It doesn't have any passives anymore. And that was mainly because you guys know how I used to use Pain before with his ghosts spawning in extra copies. They kind of patched that. That's why. Purely because of Pain, they patched how Irons' ghost works. And then we've of course got Madara. Madara is just here for the slumber debuff. It also helps us stunning the enemies as well. And yeah, slumber is a nice passive because it's just 30% pure amp. And it just means a lot. It's a 30% pure amp, which gives Yamamoto 30% pure amp. All the other units 30% pure amp. So it's very nice. And yeah, since you can only have one global copy of your Madara, it means that Pain can only spawn Might Guy. So that's pretty good, you know what I mean? So let's just get into the team setup. Let me just place Pain in right here. And yeah, you can see, look, once he's spawned in, I'm gonna ninjutsu onto this. I need to get this going 5 times. So once I get this done 5 times, and I'll showcase to you the team. And our caloric stone unit for this video, and for most cases, will be Time Goddess Crazed. Pretty much, Kurumi is a very good support, and they did make a little bug fix to her, which made her kind of shitter. Pretty much what happened recently was that, as you guys can see, she used to be able to repulse bosses, and now this only works on regular enemies, so she can't repulse bosses anymore. And in my opinion, that basically just made her lose 30% value, bro. Repulse is the best crowd control in the game, purely because of how far it can push back enemies. and I think they just did not like her having it, so they just classified it as a bug, and yeah, now it's taken out of the game, so she can't repulse boss enemies now. That's the reason why I have 2 nature units into my team. So for Ainz, we can give Ainz the fire spell, fireball, and we can also give him nature spell for cyclone. So it gives him that burn tick he's doing to allow us to get the extra burn stack, and of course repulse just to repulse the boss. So it does help slightly. And then of course you guys know what Choi's doing and all the other units. So let me just showcase to you what I'm running on them. So Company's Captain Presence with Divinity on Ainz. Ideally you would want Mardra's Memoria, but I only have 2 right now. Then familiar wise I'm running this, so you guys can pause the screen to read. Then Kurumi, I'm just running her Memoria. I forgot to equip a familiar, but you can run C3 Doctor or a Burb if you want. And then for Pain, you guys understand, it's always the nose familiar plus his own Memoria. For my guy, I showed you, I'm running the Peak of Shinobi with Divinity on him, just to get higher base damage on him. Madara, I'm running his own Memoria with Deadeye and this Burb right here. Pause to read the screen. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the team setup. And for Choi, of course, I'm running this one right here. Sasuke's one with Contagious, and this Burb right here. And the reason I run Sasuke's Contagious, pretty much he's going to be doing 50% more damage on the first DOT that is applied. So it just equates to a bit more extra damage. And it does have Contagious on it, so pretty much what we're going to be doing with Choi is just spam replacing him. So it means that he's always doing that extra first time DOT, so yeah. It does help. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, unless it doesn't work when you suddenly replace him. Okay, let me spawn this guy back in. And he should be keeping that 100% crit chance guaranteed. So yeah, now we can get into showcasing against a boss. So what I can do for Yamamoto is activate North and stop all these enemies. So there's at least a nuke of enemies here to use against the boss. And yeah, let's see. I'm not really missing anything, so let's just get the boss going. So let me set this up. Okay, I don't know why it always does that. It always closes the menu and reopens it. So we'll start with a stationary boss, and if I feel like I need to showcase it against a moving boss, I'll do that. So let's just get into... Let me just put strong on him just to make sure he is strong enough. There we go. Has 30 seconds been up? I'm pretty sure it has. So yeah, it's time to showcase this team against, of course, a boss. So let's go. Let's go Vegeta. He's our punching bag, and let's go. So as long yeah, he's got slumber up as well. You got the burn stacks, and yeah. Oh yeah, you got repulse as well. That's the Ainz repulse. Yeah, I'm not really missing anything. Once our intense burn does get applied, I will be using Choi's. There we go. So now I just do this, and you just keep doing this. And yeah, we're getting a lot of ticks in, so yeah. Yeah, you guys can see the damage going kind of crazy. I didn't really judge from the timer, so I don't know how long I'm gonna go for, but I'll stop at like, I guess 10:30. I'm just say realistic. I don't want to go for too long because it just makes the test inaccurate. I should have kept track of the time. That is my bad. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is place your choice away to let that nuke go off. And yeah, we can also use our south nuke. And yeah, let's see the damage from the intense burn. Yeah, see, it did a lot of damage. That took like a whole, was that a billion or some shit of him? Yeah, it's a lot of extra damage. So I'll calculate that and I'll put on screen how long it would take. So give me a second. Okay guys, so roughly we did 41.7 million DPS over those 100 seconds, and if you guys think about it, over time it's just of course more damage because you can easily just keep stacking Choi's nuke. But yeah, pretty much 41.7 million DPS is very good for this team. And yeah, all the units do work well together. You got Madara for slumber, Guy doing a lot of burn, and he is the reason that Yamamoto can even do his intense burn. And the one thing I did notice during this team, well, the DPS thing, I made two I guess small errors. So what I could do is give shackled sights to my Kurumi, because as you can see, nothing here relates to her crowd control. So yeah, she don't really need her Memoria. And then as you can see, the one issue I did make is that Choi, you can see this one did not crit, so it did mean it does mean that I lose out on a lot of damage. So I'm gonna be running Enthusiast Walk on him with Deadeye on it, so it means that he can get that extra 30% damage amp plus the extra crit chance. So that's what I'm gonna do instead. So I'm gonna include Hibana instead of Madara as well. So Hibana instead of Madara, and then the two changes to the Memorias, and that's pretty much what I'll do. So I'll be back once I have those set up. Okay guys, so pretty much what I'm gonna be doing is spawning my pain right here. And yeah, I'm gonna get this set up correct as well. What I need to do as well is okay, I spawn my pain correct. I want him to hit the enemies so he can spawn the might guys as well, so I can ninjutsu onto these. I wanna get at least like how much he spawns 8 units, right? I think it's a cap of 8 units, so I wanna get 8 ninjutsus in. That way I can of course have 8 units from this mod pain ability. Because yes, I could do it while I'm in the tests, but yeah, that's long. Okay guys, so pretty much I have everything set up. You can see I've got my 2 Hibanas here. I'm gonna be just applying the burn, just get the burn stack in for the intense burn. And then this Hibana, of course, reapplying the burns. Then I got my might guys going. I made sure to get at least 8 ninjutsus onto this guy. And I'll do it one more time just to ensure that I've got 8. And the reason for that is because Pain's nuke spawns an 8 and it lasts for 30 seconds. So 8 might guys at once should equate to a lot more burn damage, and it does equate to a lot more DPS. So yeah, let me make sure everyone's set up. Irons is on fire. Yep. Kurumi is here for the shackled sights, which gives our Choi the extra 30% amp, and we also got Deadeye on this memorial, which allows him to do, of course, 79.7% crit chance and 2.26% crit damage. That's very good. Okay, so things are set up exactly how I want it. So when the timer hits 12:30, let me make sure the boss has 0 speed. And let's go. Put strong. Okay, so 12:30. And let's go. So as soon as I see intense burn get applied, it basically got applied instantly. And I just go from here. See, we're doing a lot of damage. We got bleed, burn, scorched, and intense burn. Holy shit, the flipping lag is bad. So I said 12:30, so when I see the timer hit 14, I'm gonna use Pain's nuke. Hopefully my Pain actually spawns in enemies. I mean, Madara's last, my guys. The last time he did mess up. Well, you guys won't see that footage, but I did a run, and he just did not spawn anyone, which messed me up like badly. There we go. That is what I needed. And it's just a lot more burn damage now. Let me my choice away. And yeah, let's use the South Nuke. So I think the intense burn nuke was there as well, as you can see. So that is the damage against this boss, and I'll pretty much show you case to you guys how much damage that was. So give me a second. Okay, guys. So pretty much, if you guys looked at the time at the top, we started at 8. I started my timer from 1831, and I mean not 1830. I mean 1231, and I ended it at 1434. So that's 123 seconds, and in that time we did this much damage, mate. And you can see the test I did before, where I did mess up my pain nuke, and I did mess up my north nuke. I only got 62 million DPS, which is, as I say only, but yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, that is kind of crazy. It was 70 million DPS, and I probably was gonna show another team, but I don't think I need to at this point. This team has done enough, and it's already late at night already. So yeah, you can see, like, for a lot of you guys, I might not be late, but I try to maintain a good sleep schedule, innit? But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and yeah, I can't lie. Is this better than the Naruto team? It probably is, bro. Like, get a deeper look. You got Kurumi for stall. You got Irons just for, of course, I guess, arcane knowledge with this part. And then if it ever gets to wave 50 plus, you also got the Nukia. And then you are, of course, Yamamoto, such a crazy unit. Pretty much the reason why I can even do all of this. Pain and my guy, those two together are such a good duo. Hibana is... Okay, I flip it out. This Hibana was having the... This Hibana's tree was actually in range, so this Hibana took most of the damage, but she did a lot of damage as well. I would say roughly like 2 point something billion from just Hibana, which is crazy. And you normally don't see that. And then Choi's nuke. Easy 1 bit. Oh, this one didn't crit. Yo, this guy sold the clip. This guy sold the clip. It could have been like 70 point something, like even higher. But you can see 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion, and 578 million, which is still crazy, you know. So yeah, damage wise, this team is going crazy, and that's pretty much it for the video. Like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next one. Peace.